Hi, my name is Laura Trevino, and welcome to my channel, Creative Art by LT. Today, I wanted to talk to you about rhinestone QR codes. Last week, I watched Marilyn from Make It with Marilyn. I'll link her channel down there. I was watching her, and she was doing a QR code, and she pressed it on a shirt, on the back of a shirt. And someone in the chat asked about rhinestones, if they could be used. And so I thought, let's try it. So let me show you. I went to a website and got a QR code that had the dots. So we'll see what happens. The screen of the website that I went to. I Googled several times, several different ones, and I started with one, but then it said that I would have to pay some sort of a membership fee, and if not, it would no longer be able to be read with the phone, right? So I saw this one, and it says free forever. So it's a flow code, and it's so easy. I walked through it. I picked a color. I think I picked this one. And then I picked the square. And I picked the one that had the dots. So it's right here. I chose YouTube. So then I just put my link to the YouTube channel. And I did not add the logo. I was going to, but I didn't like the way it looked. Then I had already signed in and created the account with my email and a username, password. I downloaded an SVG. All right. So it was so easy. You should have no problems. It was really easy. So then I downloaded it, saved it to my file, and then I'm going to open it in Silhouette. I use Silhouette Business Edition. Okay, and that's what you do have to have as a minimum to be able to do the rhinestones. Go here, and this is my QR code that I did. So on my phone here, and touch it, and so you can see it. Right, there's my site. So I decided, okay, let me see. I'm going to print this, and then I'm going to put stones. I'm going to do the stones, and I'm going to press it on and see if it works. So I took it apart, right, and grouped it. Well, first, let me step back one step. Okay, so first I mirrored it. Chose the size that I wanted, mirrored it. Then I sent it to cut on the HTV vinyl, and I chose black. Okay, actually it was navy blue. So I was going to put it on a light shirt. So I chose navy blue, and I cut the vinyl like this. Then I ungrouped it. And I took off all the parts that I knew I could not rhinestone. Oops. All right. So then I saved it as an SVG, and I sent it to my Graphtec cutter, and it cut on the flock. Let me put my flock. Just 1 second, let me get my flock. Okay, sorry. So here's the vinyl template. You probably see it better here. And so I was just going to walk through this. I didn't want to take out another camera. And then I cut it on the block, so it's got the holes. Well, I realized that the holes were larger than an SS10, and I have SS10 stones. So I looked, I had a couple of SS16, and that's pretty much about the size. I also realized that the outer square of dots is larger, slightly larger. Let me show you that. So these dots here are, well, maybe not, 0.151. In here, they're 0.145. So there's not that much of a difference. 0.15, and I'm just choosing random dots just to make sure. And then the outside is 151, 0. So they're two different sizes. I had some crystal AB SS16s. So I rolled them in there. I checked, and yes, my vinyl works. It works actually this way or this way, which is something that Marilyn has said. Upside down, it works very well. So once I put the rhinestones on it, I checked it, and it didn't work. And I said, well, maybe it was the color of the stones. So I said, okay, so let me mess with this. So I decided that I was going to change the size of the stones, all of them to SS10s. So I did. Selected them all. And I went up here and I put 0.130 by 0.130. And I changed all the stones to SS10 size. All of them, I'm not sure if you can see, all of them are the same. I don't know if that affected it. As far as I know, it didn't. So I printed it again. I went back, put it all together, and I have one of those here. Here it is. So here it is all back together, except it's missing the names. But this is everything here. And I printed it again on my Cricut, cut it on my Silhouette actually, and took everything apart, cut it again on my flock. Okay, here it is on my flock. This is the right size. I pressed the vinyl on a shirt, and it worked. Everything worked. Then I pressed the stones on top of the vinyl, and it worked. This is it. It works. So I was, yeah, it works. And then I realized, oh my God, it's not supposed to go on vinyl. I don't think it's going to stick. They're going to fall off. Something's going to happen. So I did it again. This time, I just did the vinyl for the big square and then the little matching squares and the words says flow and all that. And I left the vinyl dots off. And I pressed it on the shirt. Well, it doesn't work. It did not work. Could not get my YouTube channel to come up. It's like, oh, I kept trying. I kept thinking, well, what am I missing? I went back, I looked at it. I don't know why it's not working. So I said, well, let me see. I Googled, it says that there's a pattern. It's going to go from the bottom to the top. There's a certain pattern, then it goes across. I've gone and looked at everything and I can't figure out exactly why it didn't work, but it does work with the black dots. underneath. This works. See if I can get it to work while we're here. Get a better view just for a second. Get a better view. Yep. And here it goes. So it does work. I was happy. Now, I said, okay, so they said it doesn't work. I washed it and I dried it. I turned it inside out. I washed it and I dried it. And guess what? You just saw it works. Now, I don't know if you can see the bling. I used jet black. It looks good. I would have liked more. It looks shiny. It looks good. I would have liked a little more color, but I can always do the vinyl in a different color and then the stones in the black, or maybe I'll try it with colored stones and see if that works. I'm not sure, but I'll keep you posted if things change, and I'm going to be trying to figure it out. So if anyone knows what it is that I did wrong with the one without the vinyl, put it in the comments and let me know, and I'll get back with you. I want to thank you for watching. And if you like what I talked about today, maybe you're interested in more things like this, please like and subscribe. Thanks.